Thank you for coming by the Urban Book Club. I go by the name of Raquel Mahalo. You can call me Raquel. You can call me Rock. You can call me Mahalo. Just don't call me broke. So, with that being said, let's move right on into this list of 3 things that I believe everyone should take into account when they're going to visit Sierra Leone, or maybe even any other African countries. But my mind, my heart, my investments are in Sierra Leone, so I'm going to speak about things I've noticed in Sierra Leone. Now, the number one thing that I would say that we need to do as people from Western countries, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. Just relax, calm down, try to move at a different pace. Because things are done a bit differently in other countries. And sometimes when we get upset or agitated, it's not going to speed people up. And it only helps to aggravate you, the individual. You are going to be the one to get upset. When normally in the U.S., when a customer gets a little, let people know, hey, I'm not happy with your service. I don't like what's going on. And we say certain things, and then they bring someone and go ahead and we get our way because we, threw a little bit of a tantrum or whatever. That's not going to work. It's going to, it's not going to work. So plan. My advice would be plan ahead. Try and get someone to, because just like anywhere else now, this still holds true. It's not what you know, but who you know. So networks and colleagues and things like that, they tend to be very important in situations. So don't be in a hurry. The next point, don't impose standards. And this is important in a sense because sometimes being from what the world called first world countries or whatever like that, then we have certain quote, I'm doing air quotes, right? Standards that we have, right? But there are different places you can go, especially within the United States, that don't have running water, that don't have indoor plumbing. There are places in the United States, that we could consider third world America if we wanted to call it that, right? So with that in mind, standards vary depending on where a person is. Let's not impose our own quote unquote standards on other people, whether we think they are the best standards or not the best standards. It may not be my place or anyone else's place to impose standards. It just makes sense to just relax. Sometimes people are just trying to survive in some places. So looking at it as though, these people need to clean up this trash or do this, maybe they should. However, if they're thinking about, their mind could be very well on what they're going to eat today or where they're going to sleep tonight. So sometimes when people are in a survival mode type of thinking, they're not thinking about some of the other things that may be on some other people's minds. And so try not to impose standards on people that may not even be a priority to them. Okay, and never assume. My next point is never assume. Never assume anything. Like, ask questions. If there's something going on and you're not sure, ask questions. Don't assume that you're going to be able to just go somewhere and do things the way you want, or maybe even, I don't know, if we see someone, a local person doing a certain thing or engaging in a certain activity, that does not mean that the activity is okay. If everything someone else is getting away with doing, if you maybe did it or if I did it, it might get us into some trouble, So, in summary, 3 things that I think we should take note of when visiting Sierra Leone or any country outside of our home of origin. Number Number one, don't be in a hurry. Number two, don't impose standards. Number three, never assume anything. This your man, Raquel Mahalo, the Urban Book Club.